Hello, this is Ken Ugert with the West Virginia Department of Education. Continuing our training videos on the Andover Continuum software. I'm going to show you on this video just how to determine quickly what field controllers, they're called Infinet Controllers, if they're online or offline, meaning they are communicating to the main controls or they are not. I have picked a county that has multiple sites on it so that you can see how that works. There are probably a lot of sites that only have one school for their site, but this is one that's going to have multiple, so it's going to be the same, but just less of them if you just got one school. So if you have a whole bunch of schools and you just want to know if and everything's talking, you got some problems, you don't know what's going on, you need to go to the Explorer mode. A lot of the nuts and bolts of this program are in the Explorer mode. So if you go to the Explorer mode, you'll come up with something similar to this. Again, at the top, this is their network folder. This is what all their controllers are under, the network folder. You can see that they got quite a bit of the schools under there. Most of these are card access. The bottom ones here are the HVAC controllers. So to examine if these are online or talking, you would highlight this Infinity controller here. That would bring up this same list over in this window. You would do a right click and just view. Click view. It's going to bring up a listing of all the same controllers. These are the main controllers. You see that they match. The ones that are offline are not communicating. So you can quickly see that this whole site, these three sites, are not talking. Power's off, communication line is down. Something's amiss with these, so you'll have to go to the site and figure out why it's not communicating. So that's the main controllers. If you want to know what the Infinet controllers are, the field controllers, let's close that. Gets a little slow if you got a lot of communications on the site. If you go to a specific school, such as this school, we'll go to that will open up all the Infinet controllers, the field controllers. These are the ones that are physically on the units themselves. So if any of these are offline, they're not communicating to the main controller, and so that unit will not function properly. But to look at these, you'll go under that school, and there's this folder here called Infinet Controller. You'll click that. That will put this same group over into this window. You again push the right mouse button in this white area. Click View, left click, and it will bring up a list view of all of those controllers. You can see they're listed alphabetically. You can see that their comm status is what you're looking for. Are they talking to the main controller or not? These seem to all be. You can see that there are 47 objects. They're all on the screen here, so they are all communicating, and that's what you want to see. If one of these were offline, they'd have a highlighted red bar across here that would indicate that that's offline. The other information here that would be useful to you is the serial number and controller type, and possibly the COM port. If you have a bunch of these offline, it may be that one of the two COM ports is not working. So you can see that the ones on COM 1 would be working, and possibly all the ones with the COM 2 is offline. So what that means to you is that part of your communication line on that second COM port is cut, is bad, or grounded or something. So that would allow you to determine whether it's a COM port only problem or not. It could be, everything on COM 1 is down. So either way, one is up and one is down. Your main net controller, which is the main brains, is working, but one of your COM ports is bad. So then again, you're going to have to go to the field and diagnose which controller or what's the problem with the COM port. The other thing is that you can see that the model type of the units, these are i2 867s, 800s, 920s, and that refers to the type of controller that is on that, controlling that device, that rooftop unit or the unit ventilator. So if you were going to replace one, if you knew one was bad, this would be a place you'd go. You say, if you were going to replace room 206, you would go there and you would tell your vendor that you need an i2 867. They would send it to you, and with that serial number there, I'll show you in another video how to replace the controller. But you would mark all this information down and order it, and that's one way to do it. But in a nutshell, that's how you would determine what is online and what is offline. It is the same with all schools. You can pick any school. You can go down to Infinity Controller under those. To a view. We should come up. Sometimes they just come up in the bottom there. Alright, this is the one that just came up. But you can see it's the same as what's over here. You see that all of these are online, same information, serial numbers, model numbers, COM ports, COM ports. So that's a quick way to diagnose if you're having problems. Alright. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me an email, and if it's something I can make a video on, I'll do it. Otherwise, just send me an email and I'll try to answer your questions. Alright? Thanks.